But yeah, so you mentioned Fortnite. We had some Fortnite related stuff as far as just around the other in the gaming sphere. But there's this the story with Ninja and Twitch. So I guess Twitch was using his channel to promote other channels, and there was a porn site on the channel.
That was interesting, and it's like I saw his thing on Twitter. It's like he said that doesn't happen to other people that have left, and I believe him.
Yeah, apparently, and I wonder, and I don't know how true it is, but is there bad feelings with Twitch, and so it's easy for them to just kind of slightly nudge this weird porn stream to be promoted on that site? I
don't know what that means though, because he said like porn. Does he mean like porn? Is he just like, is he being petty about like a streamer? I don't know. Showing a lot of cleavage, and he's calling them that.
Apparently, it was porn, and I couldn't find the actual site. I tried at night, alone with the blanket over my computer. I could not find the actual stream they were promoting, but it was a quote unquote porn stream that
doesn't make sense though. How did that?
Right. No. So apparently, through whatever algorithm they're using to promote channels when your channel is dormant. Just something rose up that would have gotten flagged anyways, but it was able to hang out there for a while, and enough people saw it while it was up there. Wow, but they issued an apology to Ninja, the CEO himself. So Emmett Shear apologized directly about doing that. But they defended their use of promoting Twitch channels when they're not, by advertising on those channels.
I guess here's my question for Ninja. So when you start streaming on another platform, you lose your partnership on Twitch, so you can't be monetized anymore. What's stopping his crew, his team, from still streaming on Twitch, but instead of his gameplay, it's just an ad for his stream?
Whoa.
So you'd still, you're pointing everyone
because you can stream whatever you want.
You can stream whatever you want. Yeah. You're just not getting paid for it.
Right, but might as well just direct. Interesting. There must be a reason why he's not doing that, because otherwise I feel like, you would just do that. Or delete your channel, so there's no issue with people using it to cross-promote something else that you don't approve of. Just delete it.
That? I'm not sure you can do that.
Well, I feel like as a user, if he's still just a normal user, maybe not, but you can still delete your account and remove it on your own.
Right. Well, the nice thing is, with his account there, people can still go down into the description of his channel, look at like the link over to Mixer and whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely some bullshit what they're doing with him, and that's genuinely not fair. So
I wonder if is it because he left in. I mean, there's no way maybe you could leave being the biggest streamer and they'd be cool about it. But did they not do it in a way where it was amicable between both parties? I wonder.
Right. It may not have been.
But with such a huge company, would they be that fickle to go, hey, let's promote something weird on his site while he's not there? That seems strange too. But because these are multi-billion, $1 companies.
Yeah, but you got to remember the people that work there are humans.
Sure. Yeah. So they're just like, F you, Ninja.
I've met them. They're normal weirdos, just like you and me.
Yep.
A lot smarter.
Awesome. Well, jumping off of when we were talking about Fortnite, and that just reminded me of Ninja and his issues lately with Twitch. But there was an issue with one of the latest Fortnite winners. So that 16-year-old kid who won the $3 million playing Fortnite, he was swatted recently.
Are the worst.
Apparently it worked out fine, where nothing insane happened. So I pulled up this article from, it's Ars Technica. Katie Cox writes, yet another armed police force has been called in on yet another unsuspecting victim, as the recently crowned Fortnite world champion took a break from a live stream to deal with a swatting incident at his own front door. Kotaku reports that Kyle Bugha Giersdorf was streaming a Fortnite game late Sunday when he abruptly left his desk and abandoned the game with the live stream still running. The cause? His father coming to tell him that armed police were at the front door. Unfortunately, Bugha returned unharmed to the stream several minutes later. Quote, "That was definitely a new one," he can be heard saying on a recording of the stream. "I got swatted." The comparatively quick and peaceful resolution of the issue was in part due to sheer good luck. Quote, "I was lucky because the one officer, he lives in our neighborhood," Bugha explained on the stream. Luckily, it worked out. But a year ago, there was an issue with someone getting killed through swatting, and that guy actually, was charged for I want to say murder, manslaughter, something like that. But it's a big deal.
Probably manslaughter, yeah.
Can you explain how they actually find this information? Because is this exclusive to PC users, and they can find their URL or address or something?
There was a demonstration of I remember this. I hated this video. It was kind of disgusting. It was like some guy on playing Call of Duty,
Okay.
and people would be talking shit to him, and he had like this super deep, intimidating voice, and then he'd start making like scary threats at him and like pointing to the neighborhood where they live. And part of the problem, so there's a large vulnerability with console users because typically voice over IP, so like everything else will typically all go to a central server,
okay,
and then be sent out. But with your voice, it's not going to a central server and being sent out. They want to get there as fast as they can, so it's just being sent.
Oh, so
and you can trace that
latching
back
on
like
to the actual voice signal. Okay, interesting.
And you can't use a what's it called? IP,
decoder or something.
Well, what's it called? It's 3 letters. PVN. You can't use a PVN.
I've heard of that. I never knew what that does, but yeah, I've heard of that.
I mean, it's basically like, so you send your signal out to the VPN,
yeah,
and then that goes out, and then it comes back, and then it comes back to you. So it all goes to his computer. So it's way safer.
Gotcha.
But for an online game, you can't be playing an online game with that. You're going to be too laggy.
I see.
So yeah, it's definitely a problem with consoles.
See, I thought it was easier on PC for them to find this information and
either
swap.
way.
Gotcha.
They're both just as
sucks.
vulnerable. PC, there's so many ways for people to find out on PC, so it's really scary.
How do you combat that at all?
So in this guy's case, it was luck.
Right.
I knew a guy back in Chicago who got swatted, but he felt it coming. So he'd had I may have told you this before, but he'd had somebody sending pizzas to him.
Okay. I was like, this is awesome, but the 10th pizza is going to be the FBI.
So he basically called the Chicago Police Department and said, look, I'm a public figure. I'm at high risk for this.
Just so they know, or like
just so they know. And they're like, if this happens, it's probably going to happen soon.
Gotcha.
So they pulled up to his door. They knocked very politely. They said, hey, we saw on your file. We do have to come. And that's the thing about swatting that people don't realize. Even if it doesn't kill you, it can still wreck you financially. Because you have to pay for that.
Whoa.
If you get swatted, you have to pay for it.
I did not know that.
Right. So there was like this one gal out in California that was going broke because this guy up in Canada had swatted her like 12 times.
Jeez.
And the SWAT team, every time they're like, we have to go. If they call it in, we have to go.
The one time they don't, something happens, and
Right. So... but if I remember correctly, the guy up in Canada, because it's illegal in America to do it to somebody else in America, but it's not, or anyone, I think, anywhere, but it's not illegal in Canada, I think, to do it to an American. So it was this guy out in Canada. And I think he eventually got arrested for like terrorism or something stupid like that. Because you're
100% terrorizing. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, so it's a big scary thing, and you can find people super easy. That's why it's like crazy in that article where they're like, "Oh, this guy got he got swatted. His full name is, don't give out their middle name.
Right.
Like that's why I try and even keep my like last name off the internet. Like you want as little.
Well, I blasted every episode.
You do every time.
You never told me. You never told me.
Yeah, so. Yeah, you want to keep absolutely everything. You never want to reveal like your birth date, anything people can do to find you. Like there have been points on stream where I've said like, I once said it was like hot out, and somebody was like, "Oh, I know where you are."
Like, oh yeah.
Well, this is why I shouldn't have said what. Like, I'm not gonna. I feel like it's okay to say what state I'm in.
Yeah.
But if people are like, "Oh, it's 88 degrees," well, I know where you are.
Boy.
It's like, well, fuck, dude.
That's super depressing and scary. I really never thought about this kind of thing until. That one issue a year ago where that guy was actually murdered doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big of a deal it was or how easy it was to do. Yeah. But it's like you still got to live your life at the same time, right? You just hope that the cops don't burst down your door for no reason.
You got to hope. And definitely not keep any like plastic guns or anything like that around where they do burst through. But that's the only thing you really can do is warn the police in advance.
Right.
But it's such a scary thing with like when it's going to happen to you, because some people, like, I feel like especially more so with women, they want to terrorize people before they even get big.
Gotcha.
So,
to scare them from doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So
and they don't have to be in the stream, right? Like they can just, because you can do it once you have their information, you can send police whenever you want. It doesn't have to be. I feel like a lot of these are caught on stream. Like I wonder if people are trying to do it while they're streaming at the same time to get footage of it or for people to see what's going on.
I imagine part of it is doing it for the attention.
Gotcha.
And they want that notoriety if they did that, or they just want to make a scene about it. So
it makes me furious that people do that. It's just, why would you do that? Right. I guess we'll never understand because they're not in that mindset. But it's such a troll thing. If there's a label for a troll, like that's the perfect type of person who would do that. Like,
I think troll is like putting it nicely. That's like saying you're being a goof.
Yeah.
Like this is like, no, you're being a monster.
Oh, you're just being silly. No, yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, luckily it worked out. But I mean, he's going to be a huge target. He just publicly won with this kid in particular, $3 million playing Fortnite. So
yeah.
Good luck. I guess what if you just stream from a separate location? That's only ideal for these higher end users, like say like a Ninja or this guy in particular too. You could pay the money to stream somewhere else, like not stream at home kind of thing.
I mean, you could, but also it doesn't make you any safer.
Gotcha.
So, like for example,
but at least your family wouldn't be targeted. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
there's definitely that. But you look at like there's a stream team called, I don't know if it's still around. I think it is, Nerd Fusion. Okay. They all stream from the same office, right?
Gotcha.
So if one of them gets swatted, they all get swatted all at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
bummer. Well, hopefully everyone's safe out there.
Yeah.
Just send pizzas. Like that's just, if you really want to embarrass someone, and send them a pizza.
That's still terrifying though. That's the thing. It's just
that's
like,
true.
oh, shit,
do I eat this? What's going on? Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's someone messing with
it's
you.
a subtle, like it's like a mafia move to send a pizza to someone's house.